So today we are going to be working on quite a few things, hopefully. I have this custom commission that I'm going to be starting today, well, kind of just doing the glass portion of today. A little night room for Christmas. Wow. Hey Leo, thank you so much for the lemon. I've been gone for a week because I was on vacation, so I'm nice and rested. I actually got back on Tuesday, and hi Sierra, thank you so much. I got back on Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday I was just kind of like working and kind of recuperating because I drove up, so it took forever. Kara, stop it. You stop. But yeah, I like felt bad that I didn't live stream yesterday, but I was just kind of focusing on getting some stuff done. I had like or no I had terrible analysis paralysis because I was just like, I got back from my trip and I was like, I have so much to do, so I just like focused. Hello. So yeah, we're gonna be working on this. I already have the glass pulled. There's only gonna be 3 colors of glass, so this is gonna be super simple. So we're gonna have like a kind of see-through dark gray for the sky. We're gonna do just opaque black for the hill, and then a nice mute yellow for the little moon. So thanks so much, Dan. How is everyone? Now that I'm done being rude and talking about myself, how have you all been? For those who are in the United States, did you have a lovely 4th of July weekend? I know that was like almost a week ago now, but my goodness. Let me grab my Sharpies. Just gonna not dox myself and color over the sticker. There we go. So this is the glass we're gonna use for the sky. Pretty nice, dark, has like some bubbles in it. I really like it. So this is what we're gonna use. I like this side better because it's more textured. All right, let's grab our sky pieces. I put arrows on all my pieces so I know which direction they need to go to make sure the grain is all in the same, going the same way. Oh, the mushroom is almost covering my hands. Let me move this setup a little bit. Right there. We had a pretty lovely weekend. I went to Tennessee, and like I said, I drove up there. So the first trip, so going up to Tennessee, it took me 12 hours total. And then when I came back, I stopped only like 3 times because I was just like, we're going. So I stopped 3 times and it took 10.5 hours total, so pretty good. I'm doing really well. How are you doing? I am just lovely. Just lovely. We're gonna, after we cut the glass for this, which shouldn't take that long, honestly, after we cut the glass for this, we're going to foil some stuff, and then we're gonna solder. I already have the 2 night sky windows, so I'll go ahead and show you those just so you kind of have an idea. So we cut the glass for these well over a week ago. I don't recall exactly when. But these are our little windows, and I painted them. Hello! Nelly Lins, how are you? So these were all painted and then the paint has been set. So we're gonna solder these today and I'm super excited to see how they look. I wanna make maybe 2 or 3 more in different colors. So these are all gonna be one of a kind, and then I wanna have like maybe 5 of them. So thank you so much. Oh, thanks y'all. Give you a little sneak peek of the rest of the stream. Little sneaky peeky. And I'm glad you're doing well. So I was gone, so I drove up on Friday to Tennessee. Now that I'm no longer there, we were in Gatlinburg, which is like kind of touristy, but we hiked every day because I don't like to do touristy stuff. I mean, like hiking kind of is touristy, but like I didn't go to the downtown or anything. But it was super fun. My legs were dead. Like I am not used to hiking. The elevation, I'm at sea level and the elevation was much higher than what I'm used to. So my legs were just like, ugh. Also wanted to say, love your YouTube tutorials. Thank you. Actually going to be starting my first stained glass project this weekend. That's so exciting. Yes, and I totally agree. You get to see some of the best places with hiking. Yeah, the hiking was really fun. I love the mountains and I love just like forests and everything. So I had a blasty blast. So I had a blasty blast, even though like my hip flexors, which are the muscles that are like at the tops of your legs and they actually go deep into your like body and connect to your lower back. My hip flexors were so sore, I didn't think I was gonna be able to make it after the second hike. So the first hike was like a walk with the family through this little whatever, it was fine. Yeah, rib hoops. So that, and then my calves were also like dying because I'm used to road biking on flat ground. So your Sharpie always smears when you trace. So what I do is I like don't touch it and I wait, and then sometimes I'll blow on it so it doesn't smudge. But yeah, the hiking was so pretty. It was crazy. And then my dad, I'm not used to hiking at all, and I don't like, I haven't been working cardio as much. Like I do strength training. So I was kind of dying, and my dad likes to fly whenever he goes hiking. Like he just goes. And he like called me out for being out of shape, and I was just like he was like trying to like be like, oh, are you still cycling? But I was like, Dad, I know I'm out of shape. Just leave me alone. It was funny. We all had I laughed. He didn't laugh, but I laughed. But it was fun regardless. It was fun. So we went hiking, and that was basically it. I saw my baby nephews and nieces, and they're just so cute that I could just about cry. I'm used to sitting. I went on a hike to Malibu like last month. I literally threw up my coffee in my best friend. Oh no. I mean, like, it happens, right? And there were a lot of different people with different activity levels, but my dad is just very like, I don't know how he does it. He hardly even does cardio, I think. So I'm just like, okay, but it was funny. Also, hey Neil, how's it going? We are working on a custom piece, which is the Nightmare Before Christmas. Ooh. So we're just planning out the glass for this, and we'll start cutting, and then we're going to solder some stuff later. I took lots of pictures of mushrooms, and I saw 2 bears while I was there. I didn't think I was gonna see any, and I was so excited. The first time I was driving my nephew to, he's 8, and me and him were driving to the trail that we were going on, and that was on Monday. That was on Monday because we left Tuesday. Yes. I put the pictures on my Discord. All the mushrooms. But I was driving him because everyone else had taken different cars, so we were driving and there was like all these cars stopped and I was like, what's happening? And then there was this bear and I was like, there's a bear! And I was like super excited and he was like, what? And he was far less excited than I was. I was like, all right, whatever, you angsty little turd. I think he was excited, but I was more excited. And then one was trying to get into our trash. And my sister-in-law had walked outside with her 8-month-old baby and was taking something to the trash. And I guess she like kind of registered that she saw something there, but she thought it was like a dog or something. And then my dad was like, Stevie, it's a bear! And she just like sprinted inside and it didn't care. Like it was just like, give me your trash. What's the film where the girl is going to have the eyes changed to buttons? Is that Coraline? I think. I don't recall, but I feel like eye buttons is something that I recall from like possibly something like Coraline. All right, let's see. I want to make sure these are the right angle. So we're gonna test like so. I guess it doesn't have to be perfect. Because most of them are... Oh, this is completely wrong. What the heck? Whoops. Yeah, we basically just ate a lot of food and hiked, and I hung out with a baby the whole time. I loved it. My nephew that's 8 months old is like the sweetest little baby ever, and he's like super agreeable, and I just had a blast. Coraline! I think I've only seen parts of Coraline before. Like I don't recall seeing the whole thing. Also, hello, Kyle B. If you are who I think you are. If not, sorry. I used to have people on TikTok where I thought I would recognize their usernames and then they'd be like, I don't know who you are. It's like, whoops. Whoopsie daisy. I think that's good. I have tons of this glass and I never use this, so if I don't like how the grain comes out, then I can just recut it. It's fine. So we'll go ahead. Hi. I was like, Kyle, that's a coincidence. How you doing? I have a specific part of my brain dedicated to forgetting names. Me too. It's terrible. There's like a few people who like come into my streams that I'm like, they're like, oh, this is my name, you can just call me this. And then there's like one that I've remembered and I'm just like, oh no, I forget. The side is a bit more textured, especially like right here. There's a super textured spot, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. didn't a TikTok have them eat corn on the cob fixed on the drill? There has been one. I saw one where they did that and the girl's hair got stuck in the drill, and then like she had a big bald spot. I graduated from honeycomb to your monstera leaf with varying degrees of success. Oh no, Nightingale has to go. Well, I'll be here for a while, so if you can make it back, yay, and if not, then thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I've actually, so I'm curious what you think as far as like difficulty level, Dan. Sadness noises intensify. Thanks, Nightingale. Take care. Yeah, so Dan, I'm curious like how difficult you think the monstera leaf is. Cause I have a different point of reference, obviously, because I've been doing things for a while, and I thought that it was like a relatively beginner-friendly pattern. And if you could describe what you mean by varying degrees of success, I would love to know. Love to know any hurdles that you've experienced in the making process. Also, you are the one who is making the honeycombs. I swear I asked like 10 people, like, who is making the honeycombs? Were you making the honeycombs? It was you. Elderberry pomegranate kombucha. Kind of delicious. I almost said delicious, but I'm not sold on it yet. This one is like almost salty. It's very weird to describe. I don't know if I'm just not used to the taste of elderberry or if like, I don't know, but I tasted it for the first time yesterday and I was like, this is like salty. Yeah, this needs to be like more like this. So we'll probably have to recut 6. But all the rest of them look pretty good, so we'll just go ahead and start cutting. We'll leave that off to the side. Oh, sorry. My arm's in the way. Oh, Kara, I was just about to ask. I don't think so, or I was gonna like ask you about it. I'm still really torn about the planet, the whole planet thing. So I don't think I posted this on my Instagram. I don't think I posted it anywhere else. So I was working on the purple iridescent UFO, right? This one yesterday. And I got the planet all smoothed out. So this was the one that I was having difficulty figuring out. And I finally was like, you know what? I want to do this. And then I started grinding it and a giant chunk thunked out. And I'm very torn because I had a lot of people reply in my Instagram story and say like, it's on the back side and you can't even see it. So why it doesn't matter. But like it matters to me. So I was debating on seeing if you could find some, I think this is eugeogeny glass, but this piece is so like rare that I doubt that you'll find it. Thin part of piece number 5. I also printed it smaller than the original. So fun fact about piece number 5 for the monstera leaf, Dan. Fun fact is that most of the time for the thin piece of piece number 5, I don't actually end up going all the way up and I just fill it in with solder because it's like impossible. So This I think is a little bit smaller than what piece number 5 actually is. Let me see, what is it? I've been making quite a few of these. You're not the only one. Had to cut same bit of wood 3 times the other day. Ooh, nice. Making a picnic bench table. Where is number 5? Yeah, so like, you can see that like, that's how far up the piece goes, and then I'm just like, nope. Just because that's not very possible. It's a little bit of a design flaw, but you can just fill it in with solder. See? I just kind of make it stubby. Also, thanks, Bibs. She has some pretty pieces, but I don't know. She has that. Yeah, that one. So this piece was up front in the like small bins. And I looked through her shed and all through the back. The only thing I didn't look through were the giant sheets that she has. But it had like the blues and pinks. So we'll see. If you like see it in passing, it's not something that I want you to like go out of your way and find. But I'm still torn. Moral of the story is I'm still torn. I don't know what to do about this. I don't know if it matters that much. Hi! How you doing, Chloe? I don't know if it matters that much, especially because it's going to be covered, so the outer portion is going to have the thick lead cane. So let me find my piece. Where is it? I don't know if we're gonna go on a bike ride tomorrow. We'll see. We might just end up coming up. So that's the lead cane I'm gonna use. So it's like not too crazy, and it's on the back side. You can't see it with light coming through it. So it's like, I don't know, but it's like literally the most perfect glass. I'm so torn because I don't want to put out, like, to me, this feels broken, even though it's not. It feels very broken, and I'm putting out high quality product. I'll probably end up changing it, but yep, there's that. That's one of the UFOs. I want to make 2 more of these after this one too, so I want to have 4 or maybe 3. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants with this shop update. I'm like letting the wind take me. Heck yeah. No, that's what I was thinking, although I also have spent so much money on glass in the last few months that I'm chill. But yeah, we'll see. We'll keep you updated. We'll be chatting. Back to work. I'm very excited for, I'm already excited for the like Halloween fall shop update that I'm gonna do. I don't know anything. I haven't planned out anything yet, but it's gonna be spoopy. S-poopy. I'm so excited. I don't think I'm gonna remake any of the things that I made last year. So I made this like bloody vampire mouth, which was actually pretty cool, but I don't know if I'm gonna make that again because there's just so many pieces. I've been a glass nut, spends $300 on new sheets. I know, I saw those all the Eugogeny ones that you posted. They're so pretty. It's hard. It's so hard to cut into those. Like, you saw the struggle, or maybe you saw the struggle that I went through cutting the piece that the first UFO is made of. I hated it. It took me, because I planned out the glass on stream and then I stared at it for 30 minutes the next day before I actually was like, all right, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna cut the glass. But I think once you finally like cut the glass, like your first one that you do, you're like, all right, It's not that bad. Yeah, a cute, so going back to, yeah, you gotta soak in the beauty. Going back to the Monstera leaf and the piece that I, like, make smaller than it actually is, I think that there's kind of a misconception about stained glass that everything has to be super perfect. And when I say that, like, just know that it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, my friend, Kara, thought that everything that I ever do is super, super, like, perfectly fitting. And I, like, pointed out where I fill stuff in with solder sometimes. And just because, you know, you have to kind of change things up sometimes or fill stuff in with solder, it doesn't mean that it's any less pretty or, like, you know, valid of a piece of glass art. Does that make sense? I ain't perfect. How about that? No one's perfect. All right, start Rocky Horror. You mean you have to dress as a vampire yourself too? I haven't seen that in so long. Striated white. I broke piece number 2 on the clownfish. Oh no! Yeah, the like wispy white, the wispies in general, I can't get enough wispy. I think I recently picked up some wispy white. I don't remember though. I've gotten so much glass that it's all just a blur. It's just a blur. Huge. Pretend copper wire to fill it in. Yes. Yeah, sometimes if it's really big too, what I'll do is I'll get like a piece of scrappy glass that like fits that shape and I'll foil it. Usually I won't even smooth it out. Like I'll just have it kind of be like rough edges, foil it, and then just cover it in solder. Like just entomb it in solder. That's usually been my like go-to way of filling in big gaps, and I found it pretty effective. So textured. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, that's about as good as it's gonna get. Yaha! It is coming to life. And then I'll be painting, obviously, this little guy. I'm pretty excited about painting it because it shouldn't be too crazy. So I'm gonna be using copper wire to make the like spider web effects. I'm gonna paint the moon and then I haven't decided if I'm gonna paint this. I think I'm gonna paint the little, it's like a little picket fence back here. So I think I'll be painting that. I think. I don't want it to stand out too much. Like I was originally thinking about potentially using copper wire, but I feel like if there's copper wire, it'll kind of make it come to the forefront and I want it to be more in the background. We gotta redo this one, and we have to cut out 16. So 16, let's make sure this is correct. That's and then 6. The angle was only slightly off, but it was enough to bother me. Ooh, will this fit on here? Yes! Yes! I think that will be good. I should have just completely erased the original lines. What have I done? Folk needn't worry too much if a slight mistake or difference in pattern. Doing say 2 or 3 of those. Yes. Yes, I'm going to be painting Jack. And it should be fun. I think because it'll be pretty easy. I'm not gonna do his face, like it's just gonna be kind of like back there. Yeah, so I'll be painting him, and then there's also these like lines kind of going around the moon. Kind of give it that like Tim Burton texture around the outsides. So I'll be painting those as well. Yay. Perfect. Yeah. Alright, this is now in the way. It's gonna get a little hairy with this hill right here. A little hairy because it's very thin pieces, but it'll be fine. It will be fine. I thought I was gonna like this flavor a lot, but I don't. Hey Warnoke, how's it going? How was your 4th of July weekend? I know that it's Friday, but I haven't streamed in a week. Please forgive me. Yes. I don't know if you couldn't tell with all the fireworks that were probably going off. Here we go. So busy here, no idea what day it is. How are you so busy? We work? Baby? Both? Where's my washcloth? Well, now it's the 9th, so it's been a minute. I know it's like old news. I'm sure everyone is like tired of talking. Oh, yes. Packing. Ugh. The last time I moved, I started packing 2 months beforehand, and it was like really nice, but my lord, I hate moving so much. When is the official move date? All right, we're definitely gonna have it be on this side. This is the less textured side. So we're gonna go ahead, we'll move this over. Shoop. I wish I could see what this says. Streamer is offline, check in later. Am I offline? What the heck? Why do you have a sticker of that? Oh, lame! Alright, well, I don't know why. I'm sorry. Sorry. You know, just my internet things. Teehee. Teehee. The Mune. Okay. 15. Oh, this one needs to be dark gray. I still need to cut out piece 16. Look how distracted I just got. I think this will be like here. Teehee. It's like the most annoying thing ever. I mean, that's a very nice way to view it. I personally hate unpacking. I mean, to the point where, like, when I go on trips, I actually unpacked this time. But most of the time when I go on trips, I just, like, leave my suitcase for, like, a month. I just hate unpacking. I don't know what it is. It's, like, the opposite of a superpower. Whatever the word for that is. So unpacking houses is like the same thing. Although it's better than packing, I will say that much. Because then at least you're like in a new place and you can like kind of get excited about like, oh, where's this gonna go? Brian and I are really gonna try to start downsizing soon and like getting rid of a bunch of stuff. We did that a few weekends ago. We went through one closet and it took us 4 hours just to get through the one closet. And our house is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot home. So we have a lot of stuff and a lot of closets. Weakness? I would say more than a weakness though. Like it truly is just like a negative superpower. We'll have to maybe make up a word for it. But for now we could just go with weakness. I just don't like putting stuff away. I don't like folding my clothing. It's terrible. Terrible. Hey, Martyrdom. Yes, I did. Thank you so much. A degeneration. Yeah, I did. We went to, I was in Tennessee with my family, and so I was like climbing mountains and stuff. How have you been? I haven't been on in like a week, so I haven't been chit-chatting with anyone. We're working on this right meow. I don't know if you've been lurking or if you're just now coming in. A little Nightmare Before Christmas piece. Wait, I needed one of those pieces. Whoops. Whoops the daisy. Now we just need plain black. This is so dirty. Ugh. What is this? Oh, okay, that's that. Let's grab these other pieces. Beep, beep, boop, beep. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, kind of. So I
ice cream.
Finished up. Thanks for the ice cream, Morano.
Ice cream.
When are you going to do extreme underwater basket weaving stained glass escort mission basketball? Thank you for the women. I don't know. Derek, I think if you like gave me $100 donation, I would definitely expedite that process. That stream would come a lot faster than it's planned to now. It's definitely in the works, Derek. It's in the works, but you know, still trying to figure out like, you know, getting like a big pool in here and that sort of thing. So, but yeah, so earlier today I finished up a commission of a rosy maple moth. I took it to the post office. So I soldered and patinaed and waxed that today. Post office, ate some lunch. We're doing this, and then we're gonna solder some stuff later. So busy, just busy little bee over here. Logistics. Thank you for understanding. It's taking a while to plan out, but I appreciate your patience. I know it's the stream that everyone has just been clamoring for. Underwater basket weaving stained glass escort mission basketball. I thought you were gonna go a different direction with the escort part. That whole like stream title was just roller coaster of emotions. I want to start a hot tub stream. I'd make so much money. Yeah, just do a writing stream where you're in a hot tub. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Anime girl hot tub editor. Yup. Yup. Wasn't there one of those VTubers recently that like the VTube thing got turned off and then like they saw that it was actually a guy? Was that something that happened? Was that unintentional or was that something that intentionally like he did? I don't know if I'm just making that memory up or if that actually happened. Need to charge gone. Leave a link please to watch later. See ya. Okay, bye Neil. I know the female VTubers who have the manliest voices. Do it in my... Oh yeah, Derek, you need to do it in your new bathtub. What? You have to. You're getting a new bathtub. And, you know, the conspiracy theorist in me is saying that you're getting a new bathtub just so you can set up a really fancy hot tub stream for Twitch. That's the conspiracy theorist in me. He was a guy in bikini with a beard. Okay, good. Good that glad we cleared that up. Debatably the most exciting part of the entire trip was that I saw dandelions. I joke, but I took a picture of it and I put it on my Discord and someone said, cherish it always. It was just like this scraggly little dandelion like sticking out of the side of the hill next to our driveway. Oh my gosh. Cherish it always. This will go here. This will go here. What are you getting a little Mexican dog named Dandelion? Well, I'd probably have two. Like, if I'd get another pair of them, I'd name one Dandy and one Lion. So, although Brian really wants two Chihuahuas and he wants them to be named Chip and Bean, or like Chip and something else. So we have the Bean, we have Bean, we just need a Chip now. So I'm voting for a third Chihuahua. Not really, they're kind of annoying, but I love them, but they're so needy. I don't think I could handle a third Chihuahua. Could not. But we might just get another dog and name it something silly. I don't know. Dandelion, Chip. It'll probably be Brian's dog, so he'll probably want to name it something cool and not Dandelion or Chip. But yeah, the highlight of the trip, seeing a real dandelion. For those of you out of the loop, if there's anyone watching who's never seen my streams before, I really like dandelions because they're like really good for you if you eat them and make tea. But dandelions don't really grow in Florida. Like, I got dandelion seeds and I was trying to make like what I called my weed garden, but it was just gonna be dandelions. And they like, it's been 3 months and they're like maybe this big. Like, they just don't like the heat. So, great. People so hard. They're like, you can't grow dandelions. And I was like, it's not my fault. It's Florida. It's not my fault, guys. He's second dandelion. It's a good name. It's a good name. Like, all the people that are naming their kids, like, all the, like, new hippies are naming their kids, like, I don't know, like, River and, like, Fern and, I don't know, stuff like that. There's a lady that I know, she named her daughter Honey. Like, all these, like, cute, like, pretty. There's another one I know, she named her daughter Fawn. And then, like, Dandelion. Terrible. I wonder, like, there's a way that you can look up, like, babies registered with names, like, on, like, baby name finders. I'm gonna look up later and see if there's anyone who's named their child Dandelion. Dandelion. Live. What up, D-Live? Thank goodness for my ring saw, because this would be impossible. Dandelion is currently not ranked on the baby names formulary. Got them Google fingies. Thanks, Kara. Thank you and your Google fingies. I can't imagine that it's a very, like, it's not a very good baby name. It's not. If we're being completely honest with ourselves. It's actually a terrible baby name. Because, like, everyone hates dandelions. So you'd be naming your child after something that's just reviled all over the world. But it's like, the guy who had my dog before me, his name was Cubby. And the guy that I got him from renamed him to Evan because Evan means like strong dandelion. Yes. Oh, I agree. Oh, too bad. Too bad my last name isn't Lyons. Oh, I completely forgot what I was going on about. Gone. Gone. The dandelion struck again. Ring saw. Someone's gonna have to remind me. I completely forgot. I just immediately got so distracted. I get so distracted when I'm streaming. I don't know how some people stream and they're like so good at it. Like they just like, you can bring up something they talked about like 10 minutes before and they're like, oh yeah, this. I'm just like, how do you do that? How? Oh, my dog's name. Yes, thank you. So his name was Cubby and they changed it to Evan. Now, I can't remember what it had to do with dandelions. It'll come back to me. Just talking about my dog like usual. I pulled some up from the lawn and thought about you this past weekend. I was like, should I eat these? High risk. I've invaded everyone's minds now. Every time people look at a dandelion, they're just like, SunBear. Wow, my evil plan. This piece is dumb. Why did I draw this like this? I know, it was something about, because Evan means, like, strong warrior or something. Like, he looked up Evan, like the name etymology, but I can't remember how I was relating that to dandelion, so that's the problem. Evan, dandelions. We'll never know. We'll never know where I was going. Nope. It's gone. Yeah, so his name means something strong. It means something strong. I'm telling y'all, I don't remember where I was going with the story. Bye. There it goes. Thanks, Annie. How are you doing? I'm gonna blame it on like being out of my routine for so long, and like I ate a bunch of food that I'm not used to, and like so that's what I'm just gonna blame my like forgetfulness and my general just like on that. That's my argument. I'm sticking to it. Alright, this is the last piece we need. This is gonna need a lot of work with grinding. So all of this making sense is gonna come out when I grind it. I'm good. I was just in the middle of telling a story and then I got distracted and then I can't remember what I was gonna say. Ah! So frustrating. Okay, we're gonna cut it off of this corner, like so. Where does this attach? Ahoo! Okay, so this should go like so. Yes, this is a commission. I'm late. Oh wait, you already read that. Yes, so this is a commission. We've actually been talking about this for quite a while, and then finally everything went through. So I drew this up back in October. And now we get to do it. So Ooh. Yes. The Truly Lime. They have a good watermelon one, but the watermelon is sweetened with sucralose. The lime and lemon, like True Lime and True Lemon, they don't have any artificial sweeteners in it, so it's better. Much better. October. I never thought it was gonna happen, but here we are. Here we are. Yes, of course. You're welcome, Annie. And also, do you like doing commissions more or original works? I like doing original stuff better. I originally used to like doing commissions more, although I am currently working towards like a more like my stuff, like not doing commissions as much. I'm slowly wanting to work towards that just because I found that, and I hope that this doesn't come off as sounding like ungrateful or anything, but something that I've found is that working on just commissions all the time really kind of like takes the, no, it doesn't take the fun out of it, but it kind of does, because there's so many things that I want to make that I don't have time for. So I've been focused more on the general shop updates, and I feel like kind of like my creativity gets to come through with the general shop updates, so I want to move more towards those. I struggle with design, but I love building, so when other people ask me to make something and draw it up, I'm like, yes, let's go. Yeah, I definitely like it. Like, I don't hate the process at all. Specifically, I do like more stuff that, like, if I get a commission that has to do with something I'm really into, I love it. Like the forest floor commission that I did, that was probably one of my favorites that I've ever made. So stuff like that, stuff that kind of is focused more so on stuff I would already have made, if that makes sense. Yes, exactly, Chloe. It does feel more like a job, if that's all you're doing. So the one aspect that doesn't get old is when I'm doing custom commissions, especially if there is something very meaningful to people, at the end of it, knowing that they love it and knowing that it's something that's very meaningful to them, that's when it makes me like it more, like the process more, if that makes sense. Yeah. But like, I mean, this shop update that I'm working on now, the like space themed one, I've been having so much fun just kind of doing whatever and making whatever. So it's really fun. I like being a little bit more freeform with like, oh, I just feel like making this today, so I'm gonna make this today. So yeah, I hope to just kind of slowly work my way more towards, I don't think I'll ever not do commissions. That could change, but I still will do commissions, but I do want to eventually have just more of a focus on my general shop updates and just kind of being real loosey-goosey with my stuff. Yeah, so that was actually something that I was doing originally. So Chloe said I really like the idea of themed drops. That was something that I was doing originally. So in August of 2020, I did like a D&D themed shop update, but I was doing it every month, and that was crazy. Like that was absolute insanity, and I was driving myself insane. So August, September, and October I did themed updates. So August was D&D, September was like autumn themed, October was spooky, and then November and December, I had a video blow up on TikTok in October. It got like almost 1 million views, I think. Or it's like 500,000 or 600,000 views, and I got over 70 commission requests in 2 days. And so I was going through the messages, like it was taking me forever. And then after that, I really cracked down on commissions, and I kind of was more loose with my shop updates. So I think the next shop update I did was in December, and that wasn't really a theme. I just kind of made a bunch of like greatest hits, and all of those sold out because it was December. And then in February, March, I did like a spring update, and then in May I did like a mushroomy update. I don't know, it didn't really have a theme. But this one, we're going back to the theme, and it's gonna be otherworldly. So yeah, it feels more casual. You can take my time, because it's not like you have a huge deadline. Absolutely. I still try to do updates, like general updates every 2 months. Because then like after the update, it takes me about a week and a half to get everything shipped out. And then I'll work on some custom commissions, and then usually the month of and before the update, that's when I'm just like focusing on just the update. Except for this. This is an exception, because this was kind of out of the blue. Okay, we have everything cut though. Sorry to just rant like that about the history of my shop. So this is all cut up. We're gonna grind it down later. Let's put this away. Super new to trying to promote my own work. I did not realize the difference in reach TikTok offers compared to Instagram. Yes. Now TikTok is a double-edged sword, because if you know how to like be really on top of making TikToks and being really on top of the trends, like I know people who, there was a girl that started her own business after I had quit, and she has grown to almost 1 million followers. She does like crochet stuff. She knows how to work the trends. She knows how to make videos that people are like short 15-second videos that people just want to watch. She knows all of the trending sounds. I don't. I'm not like a trendy person. So for me, I struggle with making content for TikTok now, and I just kind of make whatever. It was really easy in the beginning to make a viral content, but not so much anymore. Especially because there's been a flood of stained glass artists in the last year. But that's also just that's me speaking, because like I said, I am just not good at working the TikTok algorithm anymore. I focus more on YouTube now, even though I'm still kind of slow about getting content out. YouTube has just been my main go-to. And it also might change if I leave the Creator Fund. I accidentally joined it back in July of 2020, and I still haven't asked to leave, because if you're in the Creator Fund, usually it's harder to get your videos seen, because they're like, we don't want to give you money. But yeah, if you do get like TikTok viral, ooh, you golden. Golden! Anyway, that's my like bi-monthly TikTok rant about my love-hate relationship with it. Let's go ahead and pull these over. I kind of, I blame it, like, it's not, I don't think it's TikTok's fault, though. I think it's my fault, because I'm just not, like, I don't view things in the lens of social media. Like, that's not my default, so for me, it's very hard for me to be like, oh, this will be a nice viral video. This will be people, like, I just, like, I don't know. I just don't think of it like that. Yeah, I agree. Soldering ASMR are the best. All right, for these little guys, I don't really know what I'm gonna do for the border. I went to my stained glass shop. Oh, Kara. Oh, I need lead came really badly. We'll have to talk later about what we're actually gonna do and like what time we're gonna come up, because the shop that I go to is literally out of everything at any given moment. They're always out. So I tried using Hobby Came and I hate it. I just don't like it. So I don't know if I'll be able to use Hobby Came for this. It just doesn't give, it's not very good at creating structure. I want to use this smaller one, but I'm almost out. It's the conundrum. And I don't want to use the big one because it's like too big and it'll just swallow everything. Swallow it whole. I got you. Let's see. Now I do have some, so I might be able. But you know, the last thing I'll say is like the TikTok thing might just be in my brain too. Like I just don't, I just like think that I can't do things well on there, so then I don't. I feel like if I had a different mindset, it would be different. Alright, I think the first thing I want to solder is this Monstera leaf. So we'll go ahead and set this up, and then I'll have to kind of rearrange things to do my soldering. And I'll like readjust the camera so it's not all wonky and messed up. There we go. Oopsie daisy. in tarnation did that get lifted? My goodness. Alright, there's that. And this. What in tarnation? Welcome, Lauren. Thank you for subscribing. Alright, I think that looks good. I'm so nervous to see how this comes out because I have very high hopes for this leaf. Very, very high hopes. These little space windows are just gonna get in the way. My goodness. I should have just left them on here. Do you know the name of that plant? It is a Monstera deliciosa or something like that. Although, like, if we're going with the role play of this being from another world, then I do not. Because I'm making, like, alien plants. Everything is space themed. Get off my finger. There you go. Alright, let's move. Good. Move the water bottle over here. Thanks. Alright, let's not burn the cord like we did last time. Good grief. Okay. I think this looks good. We need our... Funny, I can't say it correctly. Yeah, I've never actually heard anyone say it out loud. I mean, I just like, everyone just calls them monsteras. And then my phone likes to autocorrect to monsters every time I say monstera. Every single time. I make a lot of monstera leaves too. And it just can't get it right. It just doesn't want to, so it doesn't. Great. Do you know, where do you find the weird shaped marble? So I actually, I just bought a pack of marbles and then I grind them down to fit that spot. So these are just normal, like glass drop shaped. And then it just takes a little bit and you just grind it down. And then I apply 2 layers of foil. I go over that in the video where I make the monstera leaf. But I apply like a bigger and smaller layer of foil, like higher and lower, because otherwise it won't fit because the marble is too thick. But yeah, I just found like a little sack of marbles at Joann's, whatever craft store. Alright, so we'll go ahead and tack this up. Just so it stops moving around. I'm gonna turn my fan on. Oh yeah, No, they're just round. They're just round marbles and they take a while to grind down. Yeah, I figured why not? I didn't know if that was really gonna work. Now it does take a little bit of fiddling to get the right size. Like, the eye, like the concave spots on either piece, so piece number 3 and 4, you do have to kind of grind them bigger than what the pattern shows. I decided to do the marble after I had already drawn the pattern. Like, I thought that that would be a really cool thing to do. I just like saw some marbles that I had lying around and I was like, what if? So otherwise I would have drawn the pattern much bigger. So you just got to kind of adjust as you go. Okay, everything is tacked except for the marble. Now it is a little tricky whenever you're soldering the backside just because the marble is obviously a lot higher up than the rest of the glass. But I found that if you just put like a fid or something underneath the edge, you'll see in just a moment whenever I go to solder it. It actually holds it up really well, and you shouldn't have too many problems. All right. Ooh, it's an alien leaf! Wow, that's super cool. Heck yeah, I love it. I was worried I wasn't gonna like it, but I love it. I should have soldered on this side too, so I'm gonna flip that over. We're gonna cover everything in flux, and then I'm gonna go grab my gloves so I can hold this. Forgot to bring it over earlier. I just wanted to start tacking. I have an idea to do constellations and marbles being the stars, but grinding them to get different shaped stars would be good. Yeah, of course. They are really, really three-dimensional. I think that it kind of goes without saying, so just keep that in mind. It can be a little tricky working with them afterwards, but I'm sure you assume that. Now I don't know if I'm gonna use a patina. I think copper would be nice, but I kind of think that I like silver. I like how silver looks with this, so I'm not certain. I don't think I want to do black. Black for me tends to make things a bit too heavy, like with the colors being so light. I don't think I'm gonna do black, but I don't know. Pretty easy to persuade one way or the other. Copper makes me think earthy tones. Silver makes me think more space than copper. Copper's more earthy. I dig the silver. Oh, thank you so much. Ow. And thanks, Dan. Yeah, I think the silver is, I agree with what you're saying, very like spacey. So I think I'm gonna keep it silver. If Pluto had monster plants, yeah. Heck yeah. Alien plants! He had same problem today. Couldn't choose between black and copper. Decided on black. Sometimes in my colors I find that black brings the colors out more. Also, hello! And yeah, I definitely agree. I tend, like I said, I tend to not use black very often. I don't know why. Like for custom commissions, I definitely do. But for other stuff, I tend not to. I did for the UFO, the other UFO, and I really liked it. Why? Why did you get a little spot on you? Get out of here. Alright, so here's our Monstera leaf. Let's see if we can get these colors to show for everyone. Nope, not really. It's really cool. Okay, so you see how now the cool part about this too is that like the back side is a completely different leaf. So like if people like one side more, this side is much more textured. It's kind of nice. But you see how this marble is causing it to be very unstable. So what I did for the last ones I did was I got a fid and I just stuck it under there and now it's nice and stable. Yeah, absolutely. It just depends. And definitely there's times where I'm just like, you know what? Black would be perfect. Perfection. But I'm not feeling it for this. I'm not feeling it for this one, I don't think. Put that there. Alright, we're gonna spread some flux over this bad boy. Alright. Hey, Doc, thank you so much. Working on our alien stuff today. How have you been? Also, I say this every time I solder. If I don't immediately read your message, I apologize. I get kind of zoned out while I'm soldering. So sometimes I can be a little bit less interactive. That's good. Good to hear. I just got back from a trip to Tennessee on Tuesday. We were in the Gatlinburg area, so I was not streaming for about a week. So I went on my trip, and then I just like took some introvert time when I got back, so like kind of recoup. And here we are. Alien Monstera, yes! Hey, Northeast, thank you so much. Welcome. How are you doing? Yes, this is our Alien Monstera leaf. Ooh. Now, our final thing that we need to do is add the jump ring. So we'll go ahead. Yeah, it was really nice. I had never been to Tennessee before, like I had driven through. I had a really fun time. We just went hiking every day because I don't really like doing like the super like touristy stuff. Like I don't really like going into like cities and stuff. Especially because Gatlinburg is very like just very touristy. But we did go. We went to Dolly Parton's Stampede, which is like country medieval times, I guess. And that was really fun. I thought it was funny, but I'm allergic to horses. So about halfway through the show, I realized that I was like starting to not be able to breathe. And then it took me a little while to kind of like get over it afterwards, but it was still fun. Always wanted to visit that part of Tennessee. I just want to go to Dollywood and girlfriend. Yeah, I didn't do any of the like Dollywood, like all we did, the only like touristy thing I think we did was go to the Dolly Parton Stampede. I thought it was funny. I thought it was great. There was one part where this, for whatever reason, was in the beginning of the show. There was a lady riding 2 horses with a foot on either saddle, and she jumped through a ring of fire. That should have been the like grand finale, but it was just this like random thing in like the beginning. It was very weird. Lizard leaf iguana to be exact. Thank you. I love the idea of this being a lizard leaf. Alright, here's this. Let's grab these pliers. That's not a goat. Oh no! I forgot to update my my stream title. Whoopsies! I knew I was forgetting something. I was like, da da da, let's start streaming. How are you doing, Alicia? Yes, no goats here. This is all... We cut the glass for a custom commission earlier, but then we're going to be working on some general shop update things. Thanks, Doc. Thank you, thank you. How are the bees doing? The porch bees? I know, I felt bad. I got back on Tuesday night, and then like I was with my family the whole time, and like obviously I love my family, but like I never got any like alone time. I'm a super introvert, so Wednesday I kind of like, we had a little bit of a lazy morning, and then I got some work done, and then yesterday I was like kind of had analysis paralysis because I have so much to do for the shop update, and then I was like, I'll just stream tomorrow. It's an alien goat chameleon. Oops, let's turn this down. This is a little too hot. Bees are doing well. I just added a new bee colony to the mix. They are very hot bees. Ooh, spooky. Hi, Rainbow. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. Is this just, so Doc, is that something that you just kind of have to feel out? Like, do you order colonies and then kind of just see what their temperament is like? Or do the people that you get them from, like, know that they're kind of like an angry colony? Or like, how does that work? Are they just mad because they're moving around? Because I get mad when I move. So you rescued, did you rescue them because they were angry? I gotcha. How do you calm them down? Are there like different methods? Because I know that I've seen like videos on YouTube before about like this like beekeeper who had been beekeeping for 25, 30 years or something, and he was like talking about this super angry colony that he had to euthanize because they were like just super aggressive and he couldn't get them under control. So I've like heard someone talk about it a little bit before. Why are they so mad? Yes. Ooh. Good stream content while you're getting stung. I'm still slowly getting over my fear of flying things that can sting me. So like, even though I know honeybees are like generally friendly, I still am like, ugh! I freak out if they come near me. With my Zen views, I must try. Absolutely. I'm very excited to hear back. And do you know when you might be streaming that? I just get blown away by how people pick up bees with their bare hands. Right! Oh, I could never. There's a lady that I follow on TikTok. Her name is Texas Bee Works. I'm sure she has a YouTube channel. But she just scoops the bees with her bare hands. And she's like, I just knew that this colony was nice. And then she's just scooping them. I don't think I could ever do that. Like, that just kind of grosses me out. But it's really cool. Smoke doesn't calm them, it just makes them eat honey and prepare to leave the hive. I didn't know that. I thought you could just make them sleepy that way. Shows how much I know about bees. Yeah, she like rescues swarms. So swarms of bees, like if you just see them like all gathered on a branch, she said that they're usually nicer because they don't have a home. Because when they're swarming, they're like out looking for a hive. So she said that swarms are usually more pleasant to interact with, even though like that goes against what I thought. Like there was like some bee horror movie back in the day. She's a bee whisperer. But yeah, I thought like if a hive was swarming, then it means that they're like pissed off. All right, I think, oops, let's fix this part here. I think this looks just dandy. Fine and dandy. Well, there's a few little spots we gotta fix that are kind of ugly. Let's fix this. Perfect. Swarm are the easiest time to hold bees. The girls are waiting to follow the instructions of the queen, so whatever the queen does, the girls will follow. Nice. But good news, I just happen to have a spare queen in my pocket. She always says that. She always says that. I have a queen right here. Bees are pretty brutal. This is so pretty, I just can't. So this piece, like you can kind of see the pink. It comes up as like purple on my screen, but it's like the most beautiful rainbow. Lovely, just lovely. All right, so this is done. We'll go ahead and just plop this over yonder. We'll wash that later. All right, so now these, I'm just gonna have to figure these out as I go. I might just go ahead and use the hobby cane. But I want to use this. I'm very torn. I don't know if I should use the hobby cane, if I should just wait, because I really want to get these soldered. Both of them. But I don't have enough of this size lead cane. What a conundrum. Thanks, Doc. Thank you, thank you. Maybe we can just use hobby cane. The only thing I need to do, so hobby cane is so thin. The thing that I need to do is extend the foil on some of the pieces. I know, I'm just overthinking them, but thank you, Riz. Thank you. Yeah, we'll use hobby cane just because that way it'll be consistent and it's a little bit more subtle. So we'll grab our foil. And we're gonna apply a little bit more around the edges. I learned my lesson with the moth. I'm used to kind of being able to leave some edges kind of open. This one. I think that's good for that. And this one needs a little bit more foil. I don't know what day I'll get in the hive, but I'm going to try more regulars. I'm going to show them 4 p.m. Eastern time. Gotcha. Gotcha. Has everything else with the farm been pretty good? I haven't caught one of your live streams recently, unfortunately. But I assume everything is just fine and dandy. Beep, beep, beep. Alright, I think that's good. Okay, awesome. Yeah, feel free to like post in my like promote yourself section. And that goes for anyone, like if there's anyone live streaming or anything like that. I have a promote yourself channel, and I want people to be posting in there and getting their name out and advertising and that sort of thing. Plenty of tasty eggs. Ooh! I was reading about the difference between chicken and duck eggs, and like duck eggs, they're like so much fattier. I really want to try duck eggs. I've never had one before. I would like to try. All right, now we're gonna reassemble these for like the 5th time today. I bet there are some Muscovies around you. Yeah, there are tons, tons. I think, so we have a ton in our neighborhood actually. I haven't seen them around recently, but they actually make a nest in my neighbor's backyard. So there's this like super swampy area that I constantly see them going in and out of with their babies, but you know, I don't want to just go into my neighbor's backyard. And I also don't want to just steal their eggs. I'd get so mad. Free eggs! Alright, I want to do this one first. I have no idea how this is going to look. I have an idea, but you know. Whoops, that's upside down. Let's fix this. I haven't seen them in a while. I think we scared them off because we had this old lady neighbor that would feed them and they would like poop all over everyone's driveways and we just like hated it. And they would like, if I was going to work, they would just stand behind my car because they'd like want me to feed them and I would need to go to work and I would have to like chase them off with a broom. And I would never like hit them obviously, but I just had like a big stick. So ever since we like scared them off and then they stopped getting fed by the old lady, they haven't been back. So I think they're gone for good. Little freeloaders. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, and I don't like know how long they've been there, and I don't think, like I said, I don't think they're even still around. I haven't seen them in a very long time. Occasionally they'll fly by with their tankish bodies. I don't know if you've ever had a Muscovy like fly by you, but it sounds like a small aircraft flying by. They used to fly by me on campus all the time, and like I swear they would just like almost try. Like they would try to knock you out. It was insane. For this, I think I am gonna do a black patina because I don't want the silver to be as noticeable as it is now. So for these, black I think will be necessary. Both of them. Oh, Balut! No! No balut, please! DLive is a smaller streaming platform. It's actually like my origin story. So I started streaming there first. Ooh, this is cool. It's pretty wild. This will definitely be something that's cooler, like on a desk or something, just with how see-through it is. This one I feel like would be cooler in a window, so I'm very excited to see what this one looks like once it's all soldered up. This one I intentionally made it so it's darker up top than it is down below, so it's kind of like a meteor shower at dusk or something, even though they usually happen at like 2 in the morning. That's neither here nor there. It's fine. But yes, that's my DLive. If you want to follow me on there, thank you, Doc. I appreciate it. It's kind of like a... It's like a dying platform. It might be coming back a little bit. I don't know. Like I said, my main focus is my YouTube. I've been getting some decent growth on Twitch, but I don't want to do the affiliate thing just because I don't want to like limit my audience to just Twitch. So. I don't know, Rainbow. I've had you. DLive is like Twitch. Yes, that's a good description. I've had you and Kuya describe balut and a few other things. Oh, Risk! You've tried it. Have you tried the century egg? That is one that I absolutely could never do. You know, I try to be respectful of other cultures. I've definitely been like, bleh, when I hear about the century egg and balut and stuff, but I try to be nice about it. I try my darndest. Get back over there. Odyssey just started a live streaming thingy. Odyssey is becoming a good alt to YouTube. Ooh, that's cool. I'll have to check it out. I've seen a few, like quite a few alternatives pop up, but I've never really been, I haven't checked any of them out. Odyssey. I'll be curious to see what that looks like and what that platform is like. I dig some balut, lived in the Philippines for a couple years, but this is an acquired taste. What I haven't acquired. That's exactly what Kuya and I think Rainbow said too, is that it's an acquired taste. Although, Rainbow, I don't recall you saying that you really, really like the century egg, but like you don't hate it, if I remember. Or that might have been Kuya. I don't recall. I'm sorry. We've talked about it a few times on Discord. That's really cool, Risk. Where in the Philippines did you live? The main Discord that I hang out in has a lot of people from the Philippines. It's like mainly Filipinos. So I hear a lot of different different things and like words and stuff. It's also blockchain built. All right, I'm gonna have to check this out. Let me see. Like rice porridge with a squeeze of lemon and green onions on rice. Let's see. So Odyssey. Alright, I'll have to read about it later. Eggs in cake or raw eggs are pretty much the only way I like eggs. I like some scrambled eggs sometimes. Ooh, I like this one better. Yes. Yes. Vanilla. And see the amount of garlic. All right, here's our other one. Ooh, look, it looks like a galaxy. The galaxy far, far away. I really like it. I really, really like it. All right, now we're going to add border pieces. Let's see how long this needs to be for the outside. So I believe, yeah, I made it 4 inches. Let's do some maths. That's really cool. I think I would like to visit the Philippines. From what my friends have talked about it, it's definitely somewhere I'd like to visit. Also, thank you so much for the ice cream, Doc. I appreciate it. Let's see. What was I just gonna look up? Oh. $12.5 inches. Great. We need this, these. I'm glad I went and bought more of this yesterday. Good call. kind of cute. The little hobby came around the edges. You should absolutely go. You know, we're both amazing vacation spots, both being developed equipped in the full week with flights for $1,000. Yeah, and so one of my friends is in Manila, and he said that he could like show me different things. Off to farm work. Thank you so much, Doc, for stopping by. Have fun with your farm work, and hopefully catch you again soon. This needs to just be the tiniest bit shorter, like a hair shorter. Yeah, I think it would be fun. I think it would be a fun time. I don't really like flying though, so that would definitely be an issue. Hence why I drove to Tennessee. I've never really liked flying. Ah, my finger is cramping! Ah! No! Ugh. I know. Let me change it. Someone mentioned it earlier and then I was like, tee-hee, I won't. Can I not change the title? I don't know how to update the title. Why won't it let me update the title? It's okay. Everyone will just have to get catfished into coming and looking at goats and then it not being goats. Restream normally lets me change it. I don't know. It looks like they updated their website though, and it's just like not really intuitive. Alright, so that's that. What kind of cereal do goats like? I don't know. Stack. I've not a clue. Yeah, I also have had some bad flights, but it's mainly like, it's just a headache, especially now. Like, just the whole process is just so frustrating. Going through security, you gotta take your shoes off, you gotta pay more if you want to not take your shoes off. I don't know how that's like, it can be a thing, but you can get like pre-check whatever, and then you just like don't have to take your shoes. I don't know. It's silly. Goat meal. You did it. You did it. Thank you for the quality joke, Stagnation. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, we had a melt through, which is lame. Very lame. So we're gonna try again. There we go. Nice and purty. I kind of don't like the hobby came so much, so I don't know what to do. Like, I think I would prefer it with a thicker frame, but I don't know. Thank you, Rainbow. Thanks for stopping by. I mean, so this is, it's too late now. We're not gonna take it off of this one. But I think I'm just being a little picky. I think it looks fine. It's just different. Getting used to the difference. Okay, so here's this. I'm gonna put jump rings here and here. So I think we're gonna use our, so if you're a terrorist, you pay more to get your bomb through. I mean, it doesn't really make much sense if we're just being completely honest. How you can like just pay for, I don't know if you pay for it or if you just get pre-checked. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean they like go through your background history? Like what does it mean? Because you don't take your shoes off, you can leave your like coat and stuff on. So like, don't worry, we pre-checked you. What does that mean? So yeah, I just don't like to mess with it. I don't like turbulence. I don't like any of it. I don't like window seats. Window seats are just like my own personal version of hell. If I don't have an aisle seat, I just freak out. So just don't like it. Yes, we did change items. We finished up the leaf. Now we are adding our little jumpy rings. This little piece. Yay! It's so cute!